Thank you so much to Fair Consulting for donating another $500 for our fundraiser to Girls Who Code. So in total, Fair Consulting can now donate $1,000 to the fundraiser, which is absolutely amazing. If you don't know Fair Consulting, they are an Australian-based consulting company that focus on the CX space, and they really help design and build systems to optimize the customer experience. They focus on C4C, CRM, HANA, Hybris, and the SAP Cloud Platform. So go into their website of faircg.com and have a look. Alright, hello SAP community, and welcome to our last weekly update from the SAP Online Track team. We're coming to the end of our preparation phase, so are facing our new go live. Luckily, this project is without a hypercare. We are really looking forward to next weekend. And as you can see, we're all on camera this time, so you can see the faces of everybody in the organizing team. I'd like to first pass it over to Srikanth, who's been our magician behind the scenes, creating these weekly updates and post-processing of them. He's also the man behind the schedule. That's not a small task, organizing 58 sessions and falling into a 24-hour event. And lastly, he's done the amazing artwork of our session cards. So, Srikanth, thank you so much for helping us out. Can you just give a brief comment about how you've managed to pull all this off?
Thanks, Jacob. It's been really hectic. I hope it's not frozen anymore. It was really hectic managing all the sessions across multiple tracks. Ronnie wanted a 15-minute gap between the sessions, and that was another challenge. He did put a curveball and made me extend a few more hours just to manage it. But at the end of it, it was really good. I mean, all the speakers also responded quite well. I had to follow up Nabeed, just to pester him, just to follow up with few additional speakers. I didn't leave anyone behind, It was really hectic. And then we wanted to build the cards. How do we present it, right? So then Dries showed this amazing Reveal.js presentation, in fact, slide. That I never heard about Reveal.js before, and it's absolutely amazing. And how much you can do. So I've seen people doing Vim presentations, but Reveal.js is much better. So I pulled up all the data that we had in our Google Sheets, and then generated automatic, the templates for each of the slides. Hit the slide numbers and slide directions, so that I can take a printout of all the slides. And I found this beautiful tool called Puppeteer. I think it's used for UI5 web page testing and all. I never even knew about it. So overall, it's a beautiful learning experience for all of us. Guided by Ronnie, somewhere here or here or here, you can see him. So over to you, Ronnie.
I would really actually start by looking at the weekly updates, seeing that when you started, you haven't done much editing at all. And seeing the quality of the productions, I'm extremely impressed. You started working on DaVinci Resolve for the first time, and I think it's magnificent. So congrats to you for the job, well done. Like my role here has been primarily technical, right, Jacob?
You could say that.
Sort of. So I started off. It's been a couple of months now. By just thinking, what kind of platform should we use? Because we were fairly early on. I think YouTube as sort of the presentation platform, like that's where we want to have the finalized content. But what else? And how do we get like 24 hours of streaming onto YouTube when others are gonna create the content? So that's how Discord came into the process. I knew Discord from my gaming experience, and it has both text chat and also voice chat and the ability to share screens. So that's how that came about, and we are now actually recording this in a Discord voice channel. So this is sort of how we're gonna view it on the day. Of course, we're gonna have the presentation as the main view, but we are now, what's it called, dog fooding, eating our own, yeah, whatever.
We're doing our own medication, yes.
So I hope people actually enjoy themselves on the Discord server. We have around, what's this now, 150 members or something. So I think it's really cool to see that people are joining. We have decided that we're going to use the chat on YouTube, or the text chat during the sessions. We announced that during the blog post I wrote. So that was more for simplifying the setup, because it started to get a bit complicated with lots of moving parts, and we needed to monitor a text chat on Discord and a voice chat on Discord. And experience from the Q&A sessions was that people weren't that interested in going into voice chat. People are reluctant to go in there, and understandable. So that meant that the text chat would probably be the main source of questions during Q&A. And then we thought that it was better to actually then have that as a part of integrated part of the YouTube stream, because when using the YouTube chat, that can be played back during the replay. So now we will have a persistent chat on the sessions, and I think that has tremendous value. And then lastly, as a last means to simplify our platform, we actually did something really crazy, because we experienced that latency can become an issue, because our Discord server is based in Europe, and when like Jacob or Keaton would try to capture or stream from the Discord server, they would have around 350 milliseconds of latency.
Yeah.
And we all know that latency adds up quickly, and we thought of a way to simplify the setup so that no matter who produced as a stream producer, we wouldn't be impacted by latency. And then we got this crazy idea that we should try to run this in the cloud. So what we are now doing is actually running stream machines as Azure VMs, and it gives us great benefits latency-wise. It's running on a European data center, probably very close by to the Discord servers, and it's also very easy for the stream producers to actually manage them, because now we can all of us can just RDP into the same system, and that is set up from the start. So we don't have to individually set up our systems. So all in all, I think both Shrikant's work and also my work could possibly be one or more blog posts, because there's a lot of interesting stuff technically that's been happening behind the scenes here. So I've been blabbering as usual now. But what about our website? Keaton, could you talk a bit about that? Keaton is on now. So Keaton, please tell us.
Yes, apologies for that. Every week this headset gives me grief, and once again, on form, it does it exactly when I need it not to work. So yeah, I help look after the website for the online track, and we use a static site generator called Gatsby to help create all the content and help stand it up really quickly. And given the kind of the velocity that we were working at to kind of turn this whole event around, it's kind of progressed really quickly. So we needed something quick to get up, and Gatsby served its purpose for that. And we host all our content on GitHub pages. So it's been awesome to work with Ronnie. He's helped me out massively in terms of making sure that the theming was spot on. And now we've got the a fair bit of our content, and we're still constantly adding to it, including actually we're trying to just up kind of the blogging with respect to some of the content that the guys are producing, and we're starting to get a bit of feedback. So if you keep your eyes on the session list, you'll start to see more of those blog posts coming through.
One question. Can you talk a bit about how you have integrated information from external sources? Because I think this is the session list that is pulled in.
That's right. So initially we had the Google form that you guys all filled in as speakers, and that obviously pushed down all of the content into a Google Sheet. And during the site generation, we were able to hook in the content from the Google Pages into our static site gen and pull all our content from that. And now we predominantly use that as a source for a lot of the content. And that's been a very cool way to kind of just keep kind of give not necessarily a dynamic flair to the site, but at least make the content a lot more flexible in terms of what we can produce.
And there's also been the world map of showing the diversity of the actual speakers.
That's right. That actually, to be honest, until I put that up, I had no idea as to how many people we had and how many kind of locations we were covering. Still a little bit light in the African region, I'll be honest with you, but nevertheless, we've got a fair bit of the world covered. And for a first-time event, I think that's pretty insane.
Yeah, I think we're covering. Yeah, we don't have anyone in Africa, but we have people from Asia. We have people from Australia. Obviously, we have people from South Americas. We have people from US and Europe. It's truly amazing.
It
okay,
really
well.
And yeah, also, when we see the traction, like when we see the numbers, how it seems like it has touched a nerve in the community. That people really like to be a part of this. Like all the sessions, we got it. Like when we got the idea, or you, Jacob, got the idea to arrange this, we didn't even know if we could fill 24 hours, and we ended up with 3 tracks of sessions, and like the content is golden. There's something for everybody, and it's really quality content. And I see the updated stats now. Like we have crossed 420 subscribers on YouTube, so people are really interested in what's happening.
And I think also we got together and tried to pull off this event even before everything with COVID-19 escalated, etc. But we've timing-wise, obviously, this is a devastating event, but timing-wise, it actually proves to be perfect as well. And I think a lot of the inside tracks have also pushed their content online because they see there's ways to do it. So I hope that we can get to do more of these in the future. Maybe not a full 24 hours. It does require a fair bit of work, but it's an excellent way to engage with the community and also from different regions. And I'm just been really, really honored to be part of working together with you and getting to know all of you guys a lot better. Last things I have is we have a lot of giveaways for the event from our beautiful sponsors that Naveed has been very busy engaging with and helping out with. First of all, during the sessions, there will be a reactivation code for each session giving out from OpenSAP. So what we need to ask you guys to do is when you're joining in an event, just say hello in the live chat with your name, and then we will draw out a winner from that. Also, everybody who joins Discord, the entire member list will go in a raffle that we will do roughly every second now, because we have we have ebooks from SAP Press and also from Espresso Tutorials that we will give away throughout the event as well. And lastly, we have a grand prize, which will be a year's subscription of an SAP Press library. So that's going to be our grand prize. What we need to ask you to do there is to go into our fundraiser, and we are doing this for Girls Who Code. and donate at least $10 US. And then you're automatically in the raffle, and then ahead towards the end of the event, we will then find a winner, and that will be announced. But that is a massive prize, and I looked up the price. Let me just find it again here. I think it's worth like $360 or something. So that's actually a pretty good price.
And one little detail there is
mm-hmm.
that when donating, we sort of need the name. So anonymous the donations can't be a part of the raffle.
Yeah, and also if you just are a gentle and a nice soul who wants just to give the money and not be part of the raffle, just please let us know as well, so we can give out the prize to someone who wants it. Lastly, Espresso Tutorial has also offered a 3-month for everybody who joins in on our Discord server. So we will arrange that and get that sorted. So please join in as soon as you can. And then, yeah, we'll see you all during next week. Next weekend, I guess.
I'll see all of you online. And I'll see all of you on Saturday. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.